welcome to this month's episode of High School Happenings. We've got a great show planned for you. There's singing, acting, technology, and even an inside look at what grade 12s are dealing with at this time of year. Let's kick it off by sending it to Amaru, who's at Canterbury. Amaru?
Alright guys, so I'm here with Quinn, and Quinn, what exactly was your role in tonight's production?
Well, I'm a trombonist in the senior concert band and the honors orchestra, so yeah.
And would you say you enjoyed your performance tonight, just your general experience tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a very long day. We spent hours and hours preparing for this, and then especially today from 7 a.m. all the way to what is it, 9:30 right now. So it's a long day, and today's been great. It's been full of action. I personally love doing these music nights. So.
How many have you done before?
So I would do 2 per year. So I've done 6 of these now.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yes, so it's honestly great production. And I don't think you can find another production put on this well anywhere else in Ottawa. So it's definitely great here. Yeah.
So I'm here with Evan. He's in grade 9. And what exactly is your role in tonight's production?
Well, I'm a percussionist in the intermediate concert band. I play piano in a jazz band.
So how did this one go compared to the first one?
This one went pretty well. Not too many mistakes, and I feel like it was a good overall turnout.
So can you guys just tell me what your roles specifically were tonight?
Yeah, so I'm a soprano in Canterbury's Vocum, which is our girls' senior ensemble.
What exactly is a soprano?
It's the highest vocal part, so we sing the highest notes.
I'm in grade 11 vocal, and I'm also a soprano in the vocal choir.
So Sarah, can you just tell me a little bit about your experience here at Music Night?
Yeah, so I'm in grade 12 here, so it's my last music night. It's been pretty crazy actually because everyone's kind of really emotional about it since our last one. And we're just kind of trying to keep it all together and give the best performance we can. So yeah, it's been a ton of work and a ton of fun.
How many have you done in your high school career?
Well, okay, so you do 2 a year, but there's like 2 nights per those 2 a year. So this is like my 15th one.
Bruh, that's all I can say to that. So what kind of songs did you guys sing tonight?
Tonight we sang 3 different songs on our own. So we sang Fancy Bread, The Storm is Passing Over, and Beau Suave. And then we sang one song with our junior colleagues, and it was called Pakkanen, and it was in Finnish.
And can you guys tell me a little bit about the workload or the work atmosphere that it took to get to this night? Because I know there must have been a lot of preparation going into this night.
Yeah, definitely. We have 2 practices a week, so we have one after school and then one in the morning. And yeah, it takes a lot of work. We do a lot of practices. We also have sectionals.
A bit about the work that you had to put in to get this beautiful production put on stage and make it this seamless.
Yeah, so I'm in 2 different choirs. I'm in the chamber choir and I'm in the Vocum, which is the treble choir. And so the treble choir rehearses twice a week. Chamber also rehearses twice a week. So like 4 rehearsals a week with that. And then like little extra rehearsals in there for Pakkanen, which was our group number. And also just a ton of individual practice in general because you want to be on top of your parts.
Of course. Okay, well, I do appreciate you doing this interview. Thank you very much, and best of luck in all your future endeavors.
Thank you.
And back to you at the desk.
Wow, the musical talent at Canterbury never ceases to amaze me. Now we're headed to Nepean High School, where the reviews are in and the Drowsy Chaperone is an absolute hit.
The Drowsy Chaperone made its unique debut in 1998 as a wedding gift to Bob Martin and his wife Janet. What followed launched this play within a play into Canadian musical theatre history. After a successful run at the 1999 Toronto Fringe Festival, the Drowsy Chaperone made its Broadway debut in May of 2006. Fast forward 10 years to 2016, we're now here at Nepean High School to check out their rendition of the Drowsy Chaperone. Reviews are in, and they're great. Let's go check it out. Alright guys, so we're here with Man in Chair. He or she narrates the entire play for the audience. And I just want to ask you, how was it? How was the whole experience going into this?
It was probably one of the most stressful experiences, but also the most rewarding. I've never had the experience to carry a show, and it means a lot that I was able to have this opportunity, so it's amazing, in one word.
So Julia, can you tell me a bit about how much work went into this production?
Well, I've never been in a school production at this scale before, so I did not know what I signed up for. And all of a sudden, starting February 1st, I was in rehearsal twice a day, every day, except for the weekends. And then weekend rehearsals started. It was a lot more time than I thought I would spend, but it was really enjoyable and it seemed to pass really quickly. I'd get home, it'd be 7 o'clock and I'd feel like it was 3 o'clock. The time I spent at rehearsal just didn't count. I was enjoying it that much, so it was really fun, yeah.
It's really great as well. We have a class called Theater Production where all the students created all these sets, all the costumes, all the props by hand, which is really awesome because it gets other people more involved. Yeah.
If you could describe your character in one word, what would you describe it?
Conflicted.
You guys are coming up with some great words.
Extremely confident.
Confident.
Yeah.
Okay, and why is that?
He definitely knows who he is, and he knows what he wants in life, which is simple things.
Who didn't hear for some reason, maybe because you are hard of hearing or something. I don't know. Here we go.
Well, I can definitely say, and no, this is not just for the show, it was a great performance, great production. Everyone had a great performance. I'm just wondering, how much time went into this?
A lot of time. From the production side, where we had an entire class dedicated to this, working from November, to rehearsals that happened every single day, lunch after school till 6. We worked tirelessly. An entire group of about probably 60 people put their life and their souls into this. So a lot of work, but it was so worth it.
What's your favorite part of the play?
Scene?
Yeah, any part. It could be set-wise.
Okay, I'm going to say Enchanted Nightingale. That's horrible, degrading piece of chinoiserie, because I get to go off stage and air myself and drink water. So that's my favorite scene.
That makes sense why it would be your favorite scene.
Yes.
I'm part of the set production crew, and I was really proud of building this airplane because starting the year we had no idea how we were going to do that, and I'm so proud of how it looks now, and I can't believe we made something like this.
After a successful production on the second night, the cast and crew of the Drowsy Chaperone head home to rest for their third and final night of the production here at Nepean High School. On behalf of the entire Rogers team who covered this event, we hope you enjoyed it as much as we did, and we'll see you back here after the break.
I can honestly say that that's one of the best high school productions I have ever seen. Now, the amount of technology in high schools has significantly increased over the last couple of years. High School Happenings sent Zach out to the 2016 Digital Learning Conference to see what's coming up next for high schools and technology. Let's go take a look.
Thanks, Kat. So I'm here at the Digital Learning Conference 2016 with Sandy Owens. So Sandy, could you explain to us a little bit about what's going on here at the conference and what is the goal of it?
So this conference is a culminating event. We have digital learning advisors in each one of our schools, and we have meetings throughout the year to get feedback from them, and also so that we can deliver messages about what we're doing in technology in the district. This event is a culminating event so that we can showcase some of the great learning that's happening in our district, and to give our DLAs an opportunity to learn from each other and experience technology in the educational setting, and also just to hear from each other as to what the wonderful things that are happening in the classroom.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Seems like it's going to be a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hey everyone, I'm here with Kevin Honeycutt. He's an educator here, and he's giving a keynote speech at this awesome conference today. So Kevin, could you tell us a little bit about what you talked about today and the message you're trying to bring to educators here in Ottawa?
Well, first I want to congratulate the schools that I'm in right here, because I've seen a lot of great examples of innovative things that are happening in classrooms. What I try to do is just pour a little gas on the campfire even more and say, yeah, keep going. And give them ideas and sort of anoint them by sharing stories and challenging them to share their own stories. A lot of times great people don't share stories, and so are they great or are they not great?
So today we're doing 3D printing with the teachers here, and we're going to be programming some robots after as well. Our 3D printers are essentially a fancy glue gun. They print in a PLA plastic, layering from the bottom up until we have a 3D object that we actually can get the kids to take home. So in the classroom, this is useful in forcing the sciences and such. Really teaching kids what engineering is. I grew up without really knowing what engineering was at all, and this really gets their hands on it. So they're working with objects in 3D space, finding the relation between what they're programming on the computer and what they're actually making to fit inside our cars or making wind turbines, and some of the advantages to 3D printing to prototype what they could come up with in the future.
Hey guys, I'm here with some awesome students from West Carleton. I'm here with Leo. Now Leo, you're going to tell us a little bit about what's going on here with the crazy contraption you made. It's really awesome. Can you explain us a little bit about it?
Sure. What we have right here is the augmented reality sandbox. What it's supposed to do is supposed to simulate something like topography control in a geography class. What we have right here is a Kinect, which usually is a gaming camera, but we've repurposed it because it can sense the depths of our sandbox. We have a projector right here, and we have a laptop running in the background that simulates something like water, rain, flowing through a mountain ridge.
Now, we don't actually have sand here today, but what I can do is set my jacket down and it could simulate like a mountain. So when I put it down, you can see that the color projected reflects the topography, so the different heights.
Now, one of the things that we can do is we can make something like a well or a reservoir, and we can fill that reservoir up. And when it's all filled up, we can break open the reservoir and we can see the water flowing out. The water follows real-time physics, and therefore it's always seeking lower ground. And that's very educational when kids are looking at how does something like water flow, how does ice flow, how does a volcano erupt. That's pretty much it for augmented reality.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for that awesome explanation. This is a really, really cool thing you guys are doing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
From the 2016 Digital Learning Conference, I'm Zach Basanda. Back to you, Kat.
That was so cool. I can't wait to see some of that new technology in my high school. Next, we're going to go hang out with some creative students at the Cairine Wilson Art Show.
It's a showcase fundraiser for the arts program at Cairine. We have about 75, 80 visual art students and about 25 musicians and 25 students from drama. The drama students are doing a snippet from an upcoming play that they're going to be performing, and the bands perform, and all of the art students put multiple pieces and various
around us.
Yeah, various forms of media, and they also contribute to a raffle table, and we have a 50-50 draw and refreshments for sale.
What are some of the prizes that people can win?
There's some arts, a few pieces made by students, so they make their art and they donate it. And then there's some art books. There are some gift certificates for local restaurants, and some things for around the home. Yeah.
Great. So what do you have to say about all these kids putting such a big thing together? You know, such a large positive night, and it's so full of work.
It's really, really. It's full of energy, and the kids work really quite hard, and it's so rewarding for them. They don't realize it until they start pulling together all of their art, and they see all the wonderful things that they've made, and it just fills the school and the hallways, and they're very proud. And each student brings family members and friends, and so you can see it's quite busy in here, so it's very exciting. Yeah.
We first did a scene from the show that's coming up called Office Hours. Yeah. And then a bunch of us students got together and we wanted to do a musical performance, so we did the opening number from Hamilton, which is kind of
the hit Broadway musical. Like it's pretty cool. It's a rap musical, so we thought it's new. A lot of kids aren't really interested in classical musical theater, so we thought we'd try to do something that would please most people.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, we really wanted to just encourage more people to get, just open their mind up to the arts program and the theater program, so that, we can
get more funding.
Yeah, get more funding and put on better shows.
For you guys, grade 12s, I'm assuming you've been in this program for a long time.
Yeah, so
how has this last show been for you guys?
Okay, so I've been in this program since I was grade 9, and I'm the only member other than another girl who's been in it that long. So it's been really strange for me. I'm seeing my mentors leaving and stuff like that every single year, and it's been pretty interesting. We've had 4 different drama teachers in the past 4 years, so that's been interesting. But it was really hard because this is our last show. Hasn't happened yet, but it's gonna come up. And just our last musical we just did, Twisted, it finally hit me as I was taking off my wig. I was just like, wow, I got 1 more of these left. This is gonna be weird. Okay, so I don't know, I'm excited. I'm very excited for the show to come up because it's really funny and you guys should come see it. But it's a little nerve-wracking. It's because it's oh wow, this is my last high school show. I want to make this count. It's a little nerve-wracking, but anyway, I'm doing theater next year, so it's okay. Anyway.
And this was a good kind of stepping stone there.
Yeah, proud of them. I'm directing the show, and then I was kind of in charge of this whole Hamilton thing, and I'm very
clearly
I'm very happy with how it turned out. I think I'm very proud of everybody. They put in a lot of work, especially for Hamilton. It was completely student run. So to get all those rehearsals and everybody on task, it was fun.
And to get the choreo and oh my god, let me tell you about those harmonies. Let me tell you, seriously, that took a while.
Yeah. But overall, I think I'm really happy. I love Arts Night. I love the fact that we have a night dedicated to just the arts program because I think it helps a lot with the funding.
Our school is very sports oriented, so it's really good that we have a night that's just our thing, and we get to kind of encourage people at school who've never I've never seen a play before. I've never really seen the art in the hallways, never really listened to the band, never really been to anything. It's really good to have a night. We're gonna be you can experience it all,
That was some beautiful artwork that we just saw at Cairine Wilson. Now for our last piece, we're going to take a closer look at what grade 12s across the city are dealing with at this busy time of year, before graduation.
Next year, for my first year, I'll be attending Carleton University, and I'll be hoping to gain a double major in political science and cognitive science.
Next year I'll be attending the University of Ottawa to do a Bachelor in Commerce and Juris Doctor.
Next year I'll be going to university, so I'm very excited, going for life science at Master.
Next year I'm going to be moving to Montreal, where I'll be attending Concordia University for art education.
Next year I'm planning to go to the University of Guelph for biomedical sciences.
What I'm looking forward to at university will probably just be more freedom, because we're going to be living away from my parents, so that'll be an experience in itself. But I'm also just excited to meet all the new people and make a lot of friends and have a lot of experiences.
I think, when I go next year, there's going to be a whole new atmosphere of independence, and that's what I'm really excited for. I'm excited to meet new people, be on my own more. Even though I'll be living at home, I'll still gain the independent experience as if I were to be away, which I will be my second year.
I'm looking most forward to just being surrounded by a bunch of people who have the same interests as me, and just that sort of community environment.
I think a little bit more freedom and independence, and not having to be trapped in school for 6 hours a day, going to 1 or 2 classes a day, and then going home.
I think it'll be a new experience. I'm living in residence, so I think that will be interesting.
A couple fears I have for university is I said that I was excited for more independence, but at the same time I'm a little worried about that. And it could be a hard transition, smaller groups of friends, and just the feeling of being alone a couple times. And I think it'll be easy to get through it, but at the start it'll be something difficult.
Not being able to eat enough food, probably.
I grew up on a farm in the middle of nowhere, so I'm going to be moving to downtown Montreal, so I think I'm most nervous for just that change.
Yes, my biggest fear about leaving would be just trying not to be overwhelmed by everything. Since your parents are not there, so you sort of have to take care of everything that they would take care of for you. But for school itself, I'm not that worried, because I know how to manage my time and everything, so it should be fine.
I guess just sort of a fear of the unknown type of thing, of just sort of going into this completely new thing where I'm not really sure what to expect.
I know that in university, it's not going to be the same. Your relationship with your teachers, you're considered more just a number, whereas in high school, you have on a day-to-day basis, a very good relationship with your teachers.
The last few weeks of high school, I'm looking forward to just spending as much time with friends as I can and finishing out my classes on a strong note, having as much fun with all these people before we all had our separate ways, and just looking forward to prom and having one last great night with everybody.
I'm looking forward to prom because I feel like it'd be a good time to see everyone in a good setting for the last time, and talking to a lot of people who've already graduated, they say that prom's basically the last time they see a lot of people from high school, and it's just a good experience to share with everyone, because these people you spent 4 years with, so whether you don't like people or you like people, it'll still be good to see them, and everyone will be really dressed up, so it'll be nice.
Well, I mean, all of my actual schoolwork and everything is winding down now, so I guess it's just looking forward to prom and graduation day.
Prom, definitely. And receiving a diploma. That should be pretty exciting. Piece of paper.
My best advice for people going through this transition next year, so I guess the grade 11s this year, would be to just make the most of your senior year before it ends, because this year kind of flew by, and I feel like there's a couple things I would have preferred doing, and just make the most of the time you have.
Be open to new things is what I'd say, and stay in touch with your old friends, but don't be afraid to make new ones as well.
Just take every opportunity and just milk the entire experience, because while your teachers may tell you in the beginning of the year that the year goes fast and you don't believe them, actually does. I thought September was 2 days ago, and it's already almost June, and a lot of us already basically graduated at this point. So you may think that 10 months is a long time, but it's really not, especially when there's a lot of things going on during the year. And I'd say just get even closer to your friends and make even closer relationships with everyone around you, because it's just nice to have people who support you and who think the best for you and who wish the best for you when you leave. So it may be tear-jerking to see everyone go their separate ways, but at the end of the day, the more fun you have now will just leave a better experience and a better memory you have later on of high school.
Make the most of your time. It goes by quickly.
I'd say do it all for you. Make every decision based on what you want as a person, not based on what other people think you should do. Do what you want, because there's no point in being unhappy with something that you don't like doing.
This is such a busy but exciting time for grads. Thanks for watching this month's episode of High School Happenings. I'm Kat. See you next time.